Welcome to WROL Broadcast. I am Hate Mail. With me today we have a Loot.
Hey guys, good morning.
Loot is awake and energized today.
I am.
We're so used to the sick Loot that
I feel fantastic.
and we are doing the meta report on Parasite, who had a lot of hype going in. You seem like you like him quite a bit, Loot.
I think so I really do like him. I don't know how high I would rank him, but I find him to be very tanky, which I very much enjoy. He's very hard to kill. Like he's got a heal, which is pretty cool, and he steals tons of buffs. He's a really great buff remover.
Yeah, I do. My problem with him is that the 60% and 75% chance, most of the time it works, but every now and again,
For the steal, you mean?
yeah, when you use his Osmosis
Yeah,
Blast.
no, that he doesn't always steal, but he does do it. The purge itself is very strong. It's like a lot. I feel like he purges a lot of buffs.
He does, but it's 75%, which is good for even people like me and you. But I just played a match where I faced a Hal Jordan Power Girl team, and I used it, and he didn't do anything. He just did that pitiful special damage. Didn't steal any buffs,
Right.
didn't purge any buffs. I'm like, you gotta be kidding me.
You know what? I actually didn't even notice that he had that gate. Um, there were times where he didn't steal any buffs, but I feel like it seems to proc a lot for me, which is rare because my RNG is terrible.
Oh, I think they're separate rolls. So he'll do the 60% chance to steal, and then he does the 75% chance to purge.
All right, so I don't notice the steal a lot, but the purge for me, I would say that 75% number seems low because I feel like it procs more than that.
Yeah. So I mean, with the separate rolls though, because I noticed the 75% for whatever reason that one does not proc a lot for me, but the steal seems to happen more often than not. So
Oh, that's like the exact opposite for me. I get the purge a lot and not the steal a lot.
so they're pretty high odds. I mean, and when it doesn't happen, it feels really bad, like when they both fail you. But overall, I think it's pretty good. And and I do think that if you want to get into legendary order a little bit before we talk teams, the I think it's three almost for me. I think that's his first one. What do you think?
I think that's his best skill.
Yeah, I mean that's almost why you bring him on the team. Is for that, and he's pretty fast. He's got decent speed, so he goes relatively early. I didn't look to see where he was in speed. I guess he's not that fast. He's 110, but he's up there.
He's not that fast. He's just so tanky.
Yeah, he does go before a fair amount of other characters. So characters that a lot of the characters I use anyway that are slower, I want to purge first, and then use a different character like a Hawkgirl or something. I believe Hawkgirl goes after him when I tested him earlier, but I could be wrong. Probably should have researched this stuff a little more. Oh, they're the same speed, so as long as you slot him ahead of her.
Then he'll go first.
Yeah. So he does pretty well with that. On his next legendary, I would lean 2 because you're bringing him for the purging is his main purpose. So I kind of feel like that would be his next ability, the purge, the guaranteed steal up to 3 buffs from the target, because that's pretty nice. I find that pretty useful.
Yeah, that skill right there is it's really like what he was made for.
And I notice I use that more than I use. I mean, I open with the
Well,
3
the
more often
cooldown
but
on that too is really low. So I feel like every other turn you can use 2.
the other thing I started messing around with was I was playing with Starfire teams, and he pairs so well with her. And then you can use that to open the match instead of his 3, and then you get the overheal, proc Starfire, steal the buffs. You can steal the taunt or the death immunity from a Power Girl or whoever.
Yeah, it's very useful for sure.
And then I personally went with his 1 next, but I could see an argument for his 4.
Yeah, so I'm 4,
Okay.
not 1.
I haven't played with him a ton until this morning, so
I'll tell you why I say that. So his one, he's not, uh, I don't know, like he's not really a damage dealer. So when it says plus 20% additional damage per buff on target and then transfer up to 3 debuffs from Parasite to target. So the reason why you would take the legendary is because you want that transfer up to 3 debuffs from Parasite to target. While there are times that it's useful, his 4 is in my opinion, it's sort of like the best part about him. So he's very difficult to kill. I mean, extremely difficult to kill unless you bring a really strong red. If you bring a weak red, you're still going to have a very, very hard time killing him because every time you hit him, he gets this big heal. And then even without the double the healing, it's still a good heal, but with the double healing, he's almost unkillable. I
yeah.
was in a siege fight last night, and it was a revenge, not a regular, and I brought Parasite, and there was an enemy Parasite, and there ended up being 2 people on the enemy team and my Parasite. So it was, I had a Parasite, they had a Parasite. They also had another tune. I had to stop the fight after about an hour. It was a flat-out stalemate, and I couldn't kill their Parasite, and they couldn't kill me. So I flipped it on auto. I walked away for a while. I came back, and it was exactly the same way I left it.
Yeah, that would be my one complaint about him is that his damage is so low, and I kind of
It's
understand
very
why.
low.
I think he could have been a hair higher just because he does a lot of good things and he's very tanky, but he doesn't quite do enough to.
Well, that's why the first skill, that transfer, the only time that I find that he does damage is like when he transfers bleeds.
Well, I did transfer Doom in a match, and that was
I
nice.
transferred Doom also, and
Yeah.
guess what? It killed the enemy.
So that part's pretty cool. I mean he basically makes it so that there's zero reason to bring Ultraman at this point.
So Ultraman's pretty trash.
I argue with
That's
Tootie trying about
that's
this
the
all the
only
time.
siege that I won. So like, yay! I won Ultraman. He's terrible.
I won Eclipso and I didn't like him that much at first, but I find I use him more and more and more. So I've kind of
So Eclipso, actually, I hate Eclipso. I truly do not like him. However, and I'll tell you the main reason why. My Eclipso, you know those evasion stacks that your Eclipso gets?
yeah.
I don't even notice that he has them. He dies so fast. But the enemy Eclipso, are you kidding me? He ruins matches for me.
Well, see, that's what
Fighting
I like about
Eclipso.
Eclipso is he dodges for me pretty regularly. Like Marley Quinn, she's never dodged a day in her life for me, but Eclipso actually seems to do all right. So
I'd say they're both on the exact same crappy evasion stacks as on offense for me. They
I,
just don't work.
I have a little bit more with him. But back to Parasite. So I think we both agree that his 5 should be dead last, and almost you don't even need to bother getting
It's
him
a
all 5.
really, 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 really worthless legendary. It does absolutely nothing for him.
Yeah, because you'll kill somebody with Parasite once in a millennia, and then 2 intellect up. Who cares?
Who cares?
Yeah.
It's not helping him. You could give him 50 intellect up. I don't even think it would make a difference.
Yeah,
He's just such a, he like love taps the enemy.
yeah, he's a control character all the way. Like, you don't bring him for damage in any way, shape, or form.
No,
So
definitely not.
for teams, what teams do you think you would use Parasite for?
He does work really well with Martian Manhunter.
Yeah, I like him. I like him
He,
against Martian Manhunter too. Like he works great
yeah, he
against
works
Martian.
good. Well, he's got that purge, right? So he'll take, if you don't bring any other characters that take away awareness on an AoE, he definitely takes it away, and he's got that 75% chance to ingest them. No, it's 60% chance
60%
to
chance to
take
steal them, and
to steal
75%
them,
chance to remove 6.
to remove up to 6 additional buffs.
Yeah.
So I do find that even if he doesn't steal them, because he attacks with the AoE, and the AoE does do very minimal damage, he does take away the awareness. So
Right.
it works against Donna Troy. It works against Martian Manhunter.
And I almost think that's what his creation, and the main reason you want to bring him is you're facing Martian Manhunter plus Donna Troy. It's a ton of buffs to get through. And yeah, you can run Metallo or you can run World's Greatest Detective, but if they are a character that already has high buffs, he's the character that can actually remove all of them, which you don't see that too often. I mean, he could
Yeah, it's
actually
a
remove
really
everything.
high number.
If there was a Clayface team, you could actually remove all of the buffs.
I would have really enjoyed that 3 skill being 100%.
I don't see why it isn't. I don't understand
It
why they.
doesn't. It's not game breaking. That's
No,
for sure. I don't. I don't see the reason why they wouldn't up it to 100.
I would have rather seen him as the counter to Clayface than, well, Wonder Girl.
Well, Wonder Girl takes advantage of Clayface
Yeah,
because of
she
just the
she
sheer
ended
volume
she
of
ended
buff.
Clayface existence, but
She totally just abuses him.
yeah, poor guy.
She's a dominatrix. What can you say?
And then now that we have Wonder Month coming, I have a bad fear. Hopefully I'm wrong. Hopefully they don't do this, but I something tells me we might see a Wonder Girl bonus tune, and I give up on the siege already.
So I'm kind of leaning towards Wonder Girl being a bonus tune also.
It could
Um,
be DOJ and Coda instead or something, or Pot.
yeah, I mean, isn't the movie was supposed to come out this month
Yeah, I think that's
in
why we got
June?
these tunes.
So I think they didn't change their schedule. But if they didn't change their schedule, I am very disappointed that they didn't rework DOJ.
Yeah, I mean DOJ rework would
So
have
they
been
have
better.
another chance now in November.
Yeah, that's true. They could maybe that. I wonder if that's why they decided not to rework DOJ or um,
I
Coda
I pray that they rework either DOJ or Coda
or
or
both.
both of them
Yeah, both
the
would be fine.
exact same month. Fix them both. They both are terrible.
Then Kage can whale out 2 months out of this year.
I know. Artemis, right?
I just hope she's good and Kage has to go RB5 so he doesn't have to be a dirty sandbagger anymore.
I'm really not a fan of her legendary skin.
We don't. Um, yeah, I mean, hopefully. Well, the thing is sometimes the picture you see versus what they look like in game is very different.
I don't like Circe's legendary look either.
I don't either. I
Uh,
yeah, but
I'm really hoping that they're just straight up normal skins are just awesome and slutty at the same time.
if Cersei's really good, I will. She may be an RB5 candidate for me, just because she's a character I really like in the comics, and if they give her the proper outfit for her non-legendary skin, then she's she could potentially go RB5 for me.
Someone was telling me that I don't read a lot of comics. I don't really read almost any comics. And that's a known thing about me. I like the game because I like the game, not because I like the DC universe. Um, I was told somebody was saying that she's a necromancer.
Yes, I
Like
wouldn't.
that's part of like her whole thing, which is why they wrote that line in the preview of she revives her allies.
Yeah, I won't be surprised if she has some type of revive, which that's the only thing that kind of hesitant me making being interested in her is that on defense that's great, but if she's like if her kit revolves around revives, I'm not going to be excited about that.
Neither will I. I mean, the star system's terrible. And on top of that, why would you want Yeah, it's great that, hey, maybe you could actually win that siege fight that you messed up,
Yeah.
and
It's
but
gonna be annoying as
you're
hell in
gonna get
defense, though.
what,
If that's
one star?
yeah. I mean, on defense is gonna be annoying though, because that means you'll need to bring some type of anti-revive, and yeah, we'll see.
Red Hood for the win.
Yeah, Red Hood, his value just never diminishes, and with Cheetah
I
getting
bought
rework,
enough
if
Red
she's
Hood.
good, Red Hood will pair naturally with her as always. So
After raids and the sales and whatever, all those tokens that I'm going to amass, I think I'm pumping them all into Red Hood.
I know Grim Reaper got him RB4, RB5 now, and
I have enough to take him RB4, and I think I'm going to.
he's so good. And I mean, even the siege with him being a bonus, he was annoying. I wonder if Dr. Poison might make a. They don't always do all the
She would
themes.
need a rework.
Yeah, but I wonder if she's gonna show up as a siege bonus tune
She
because
might. Well, she
she
was
was.
in the first movie.
Yeah, that's what I think. Oh, and Ares too. That's another one that potentially could show up again. And he's been. They like to repeat it, some of the bonus tunes.
And then you could also argue Steppenwolf was in the Justice League movie, maybe Steppenwolf.
Oh, but if Wonder Girl's a bonus tune, I won't even think about bringing Steppenwolf.
Yeah, there's I don't know. When are we going to find out, you think? Next couple
Uh,
days?
Maybe tomorrow because today's. Well, by the time you're listening to this episode, you may probably already know. But today
That's
we're
true.
recording on Monday. Uh, yeah, Tuesday, Wednesday, they usually. I don't know. It's hard to say, but I would think we would get the full. Yeah, Tuesday seems likely because they did when they do the silhouette or did the early write up. They did that on Friday or Thursday or Friday.
Yeah, no, I think they released, didn't they put it out on Saturday, the preview?
Yeah, I think so. So one of those days. So it'll be soon. It'll be Tuesday or Wednesday of this week, I would think, because today's a holiday.
Tomorrow. I like it.
Yeah, get to see the full
I don't know.
shebang.
I had a really horrible siege month, this past siege.
I
I lost so many times.
I did horrific, and I even had a rebirth Metallo, which is extra sad. And I took my Martian Manhunter to RB too. It was just
I did
pitiful.
also. I finished 14th,
I
but that's with I'm almost embarrassed. That's with buying energy every single day.
I did not buy energy but once on the last day, and that was to get me back into top 150, which is pathetic.
It was a very bad siege for me.
Yeah.
Um, I I don't know why I was so bad this past month, but I'm gonna take my lessons learned and apply them to next month, and I'm hoping for better. I buy energy every day, no matter what. It's the only game mode that I actually like playing, and at the same time makes me want to break my phone.
Yeah, I mean, this month I decided, I really didn't, I wanted to scale back the heavy spending, but this month, especially if I take Circe RB5, then I guess it doesn't really matter because I'll have a lot of gems. So, I don't know. We'll see. I might go for it this month just for fun, just for the heck of it. See how high I can get. See if Twin forgets to turn on his hacks again this time. And the congratulations, Cheryl Hobo. All hail the king has returned. Um,
All hail the king, but was it a giveaway? That's the question.
Yeah, I think it was to take off heat. So we'll see.
I think it was a giveaway.
We'll see. We'll
I
see.
think he gave it, but
The
who knows? This is just us giving our opinion. Doesn't really matter.
exactly.
WB, they don't care.
No.
Whatever.
Um.
Our opinions don't matter.
Nah. Well, our opinions matter a little bit, and actually, I think I'll release this episode first because I want to get this out today, and it's a short episode. So actually, we'll end this soon to keep it short. But
Yeah.
anybody who is listening, if you are a Patreon, you will get the full unedited version of a interview with formerly Warner Brothers Stanner, who she went to like at Harry Potter for a while, and she now has left Warner Brothers, so she was allowed to. Well, I don't know if she was allowed to, but they can't stop her. 10 on the podcast, hour-long episode where we get into all kinds of different things. Now, keep in mind she is still under an NDA and she wants to be able to return one day possibly if she needs to. So she didn't say anything that would get her in big trouble, but there was quite a few things that was pretty eye-opening that she was able to share with us. So be sure to check out that episode. Patreons, you'll get the unedited first version. Then I have to clean up a few things off of there that may not be allowed to be public, so I'm going to take that out. But if you're a patron, you will get to hear a little bit of extra. So a little incentive there.
Awesome.
And also I have to clean up some of Stanner's language. For those of you that don't know Stanner, she's got a bad potty mouth, which is pretty funny.
I love that.
So with that, we will wrap it up, and we are going to record the tier list today. So keep a lookout for that. It should be coming later this week.
Happy holidays, everybody.
Happy Memorial
Get ready
Day.
for summer.
Yes. Take care.
Hello everyone, it's me, Tutitron, and right now there are a number of great charities that you could donate to help those affected by the coronavirus, like the ones supporting bartenders and servers like myself, while we are currently all unemployed. But more urgently, you can become a patron to WROL Broadcasts and get early reviews of new characters before sales end. Just go to patreon.com/WROL Broadcasts for more details. Hey, Bullsy, who's your favorite character?
Hookman!
Who?
Hookman!
Who?